Has this ever happened to you? You skipped the elevator and climbed just one floor. And suddenly your chest tightened. Your heart pounded and you had to stop and lean against the wall to catch your breath. Most people chalk it up to being out of shape, getting older, or maybe their lungs acting up from years of smoking. But here's what nobody tells you in many cases. That breathlessness isn't coming from your lungs at all. Your heart is the one sending out an SOS. Here is the number that should stop you cold. In severe cases of heart failure, the 5-year mortality rate reaches 50%. That means 1 in 2 people diagnosed with advanced heart failure may not survive 5 years. Medical professionals have described heart failure as more dangerous than many cancers. And the most shocking part? Heart failure rarely appears without warning. For months or years before a crisis, your body sends quiet signals. One of those signals is running out of breath, climbing a single flight of stairs. The problem is we've been trained to ignore it. Stay to the end of this video, and you'll know exactly how to tell a heart warning sign from a lung problem. Why heart failure gets missed for so long, and what you can do starting today to protect your heart. Because early detection doesn't just improve outcomes, it can be the difference between a 79% 10-year survival rate and a 48% one. The most dangerous misconception in heart health is this: if you're short of breath, your lungs must be the problem. It seems logical, but the heart and lungs operate as one system. When your heart can no longer pump efficiently, blood backs up and fluid begins accumulating in the lungs, a condition called pulmonary congestion. Your lungs aren't diseased. They're being flooded because the heart's pump is failing. From the inside, it feels identical to a lung problem. That's why tens of thousands of patients spend years being treated for asthma or COPD before anyone checks their heart. So how do you tell the difference? 3 clues stand out. First, pay attention to your position. If lying flat makes your breathlessness worse, and you've started stacking pillows just to breathe at night, that pattern, called orthopnea, is a classic cardiac signal, not a respiratory one. Second, look at your ankles. If they swell by evening, leave sock marks on your skin, or make your shoes feel tight, that's fluid. Your heart can't push through your circulation. Lung disease alone rarely causes bilateral ankle swelling. Third, notice the pattern of progression. Cardiac breathlessness starts with exertion, stairs, brisk walking, then creeps into lighter and lighter activity, and eventually appears at rest. That creeping progression is your heart asking for help, louder each time. Heart failure is not the heart stopping. It's the heart continuing to beat, but losing its power to pump enough blood to meet the body's demands. Think of it as an engine that's still running, but has lost the pressure to climb any hill. The most common causes are high blood pressure, pushing the heart to work overtime until the muscle stiffens, coronary artery disease, damaging the heart muscle directly, and diabetes, eroding the blood vessels that feed the heart. Over years, each of these conditions quietly weakens the pump, and the warning signs build up long before the system collapses. Here are the 6 warning signals that demand immediate attention. 1. Breathlessness after climbing just one floor, especially if this is a change from where you were 6 to 12 months ago. 2. Breathlessness when lying flat at night, sometimes waking you suddenly from sleep. 3. Swelling in both ankles or feet by evening. 4. Unexplained crushing fatigue, exhausted even after a full night's sleep, unable to do tasks you once handled easily. 5. Unexplained rapid weight gain, 2 or more kilograms in 3 days, without changes in diet. That's fluid accumulating, not fat. 6. Heart palpitations, irregular or racing, heartbeat sensations occurring frequently. If 2 or more of these apply to you right now, please do not wait. Book an appointment with a cardiologist this week. Diagnosing heart failure involves a blood test, measuring BNP or NT-proBNP, your heart's own stress marker. Elevated levels signal the heart is under serious strain. An echocardiogram then measures ejection fraction, how much blood the heart pushes out with each beat. Normal is 55 to 70%. Below 40% confirms heart failure. A chest X-ray can show fluid in the lungs and an enlarged heart within minutes. These tests together give a clear picture fast. The key is walking through the door. Now for the action plan. 7 habits that protect your heart and in heart failure. Patience, slow its progression. Reduce sodium to under 5 grams per day. Sodium holds water in your body, increasing the blood volume your struggling heart must move. Read labels, reduce soups and processed foods, and use herbs instead of salt. Monitor your weight every single morning at the same time. A gain of 2 kilograms in 3 days means fluid is building. Call your doctor immediately. This single habit prevents more emergency hospitalizations than almost any other intervention. Exercise is not optional. Even with heart failure, gentle movement rebuilds cardiac strength. Start with 10 minutes of walking and build gradually. Research confirms that 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week delivers a 27% reduction in cardiovascular risk. Never start a new exercise program without medical guidance. If you have a heart condition, quit smoking. Smokers face an 86% higher risk of heart failure than non-smokers. No supplement or diet can offset that damage. Limit alcohol. It acts as a direct toxin to heart muscle and is a leading cause of cardiomyopathy. Control blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol. These 3 numbers, left unmanaged, continuously damage your heart. Work with your doctor, take medications as prescribed, and measure your blood pressure at home regularly. One final thought. Your heart has been beating without stopping since before you were born. It doesn't ask for much, but when it does send a signal, it deserves to be heard. If anything in today's video sounds like your experience right now, the stairs, the ankles, the fatigue, the nighttime breathlessness, please tell someone close to you today and make that appointment this week. Catching heart failure early is not just better medicine. It is the difference between a full life and one cut tragically short. If this video helped you, please subscribe. And like it helps this channel reach the people who need this information most. Leave a comment if any of today's warning signs match what you've been experiencing. In the next video, I'll be showing you the specific foods that directly strengthen heart muscle, and the surprisingly common ones that silently damage it. Don't miss it.